guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna share with you guys my 2021 goals, and I'm gonna use the social accountability to make sure that I achieve most of them. And also I want to share the trick that I use to make the New Year goals for myself and how I stick with them. So if you haven't made your New Year goal, maybe you can follow the method. Or if you have already made your goals, why don't you just share with me and use my social accountability to make sure that we all stick to our dreams. I know for most of us, 2020 is not the best year in our life. But with all the vaccine coming up, I'm pretty sure our 2021 is definitely gonna be better than 2020. I personally like to set a few rules or goals by the end of the year for the next year, and I've been following that, have been sticking to that for a few years. Actually, I've been feeling quite achievable by the end of the year if I look back to my list of goals, or like I just feel, those kind of sense of purpose, like I got something to do. I couldn't really just lie down there and waste all my day. So like I highly recommend to write down your goals for next year. I think that's a really good idea for you to stick to those. So what I have here is I already put a lot of goals here, and I'm just gonna share with you guys, so maybe you guys will feel the same. It's like, oh, that could be something that I could do as well, or just follow the simple idea of how I make my goals so you can start with yours. So the method I've been using is called SMART goal. So SMART stands for 5 words. I think those are really good approaches for making a goal. So first, you want to make it specific. If your goal is to like, oh, I want to run my business, maybe you want to break them into smaller pieces. I want to achieve something by the end of the first quarter, and then you can break them into a few months, a few weeks, and a few days. Then everything will be much easier to achieve. And second is measurable. For me, I would love to have something to measure for myself. So like, it's like reading a book. If this book is like this thick, and I know every single day I've been reading a few pages and I've been making progress, and I can say, oh, I read 5 pages out of like 100 pages. And I think those measurable things make things much easier and make me feel really achievable. And every single time when I look back into those numbers, or no matter how you measure it, that made me feel like, oh, I achieved something, and that made me feel good. Attainable, of course, I don't really think it's very realistic for me I want to be a billionaire. I'm pretty sure somebody can actually do that. So I'm just gonna put some specific realistic for myself. It's like, I'm a data analyst and I want to learn more things about data analytics and this and that. You may want to start with something that you've been doing all the time, or if you want to learn something new, as I will mention later. Relevant for me is more like something that I could have either a good reason to start, or is related to my current life, so I can have a great motivation to start to do it or just to keep working on it. And time bound, I think actually that's the most important thing for me, at least, to achieve some of my goals. I mean, if you say, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to publish a book, or I want to be a senior software engineer, you may like just find yourself excuses. Oh, I still have 1 more year, I still have like the rest of my life to achieve that. But the thing is, our life is short. At least for me, I feel like, especially for last year, I feel like I didn't really do a lot of things, but time just flies. They didn't really give me the chance to achieve a lot of things. So I would love to put a time limit to all of my goals. It's like, by the summer I want to like finish 5 books, and I think that's a really good kind of like motivation to push you and to stay out of your comfort zone. So that's enough about how I make my rules. So now I want to share with my 2021 goals. I basically put things into 3 categories. So the first one is physically, the second one is skill-wise, related to what I've been doing, and the third one is how I will run my YouTube channel for the next year. For the physically one, I basically just put down how I want to achieve my body weight by summer. I want to lose a few kilos, but instead of just say, oh, I want to achieve, so I want to lose this much weight by the end of summer, instead of that, I want to lose 1 to 2 kilograms per month. This is a easy to measure thing. So by the end of the month, I know how much I need to lose. So if you've been following my channel, you probably noticed that I did a Copenhagen diet a few weeks ago. That's because I hurt my lower back a few months ago and I couldn't really do a lot of workout. So stayed at home, ate a lot of crappy food, couldn't really do a lot of workout. So my physically goal will be just like put down my body weight and also keep active by starting doing the workout. And I have this Apple Watch. So basically for Apple Watch, you have those like 3 activity rings. And my starting goal will be just to closing all the rings. I will stand it to at least 3 times per week, doing maybe cardio, running, just weightlifting at home, or even just stretching at home. I think that will really help me. And secondly is my skill-wise thing. So the first thing I put it there is that I want to keep the habit of reading. Last year I did a video about 10 books I really enjoy and I want to recommend it to you. So I already listed a few books and there, like Homo Deus, What History for Dummies, Invisible Woman, Atomic Habits. There are a few books like my boyfriend recommended to me, and there are a few books I personally want to read. So I will just keep reading those. Every time when I finish book, I just tick there. After I finish a few books, I can just do the recommendation for books again. And secondly, some of you guys may know that I am a data analyst. So this year I want to pick up coding because I used to code a lot. Somehow I just didn't do that anymore, but I feel like I really miss it. So I'd like to pick up coding. So how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna find a course online, no matter LinkedIn, Coursera, Skillshares, like there's so many different platforms that could provide you good courses. And I'm gonna find the one with the certificate by the end of the course. And I think this, for me personally, is really related to like my future career path. It's like, if that's the thing you want to do, then keep working on it. If that's not the thing you want to do, please find a thing that you really enjoy doing and start to prepare for it. And the third thing is that I want to learn a new language, because I feel like language always help me sharpening my mind and also just learn the new logic, and also it helps me with memorizing things. And I think my mind just works like whenever I push myself to learn something, I can learn. But if I just find myself in my comfort zone, I probably just will stay lazy forever. So I want to learn a new language, but I haven't decided yet. So if you guys have any idea that maybe what language you would recommend for like a total beginner, I mean except for Mandarin and English, so leave the comments below about all the tricks you know about learning a new language, or any language you will actually recommend to me, or just anything. Just share your thoughts below. And the fourth one is I had a guitar for a long time, and every time when I move flats, I took it with me, but I never really got a chance to play it properly. So I would just have one little simple goal for playing the guitar, is that I want to play at least one song, just one. I didn't really ask for more, by the end of next year, but fluently. Maybe the song I could sing with, or just any song, but one fluently. Then the last category I have here is related to my YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel half year ago, and there is some good views of some specific videos, but for actually a lot of my videos, like personally, I'm not even satisfied. But for most of the case, I normally just push myself to like the last minute to upload it, so I didn't really have the time to review on it, and also to basically just ask the feedback from my friends or family. So this year, I am gonna still keep the consistency of uploading at least once per week. But what I really want to do, increase the quality of every video. There are a few things I need to do. Is first, I would love to plan the videos in advance. So maybe I have a few ideas, I write them down and plan them, and also produce them in batch. That's the trick I learned from Ali Abdel, and I think it probably works for him, and I think it will work for everybody. It gives you time to basically just get a material and review the final video that you will have. So YouTube channel is basically my side business. Next year I want to do it more properly, because for now I don't really have a lot of friends who knows that I've been doing like this YouTube channel. But next year I would love to post that maybe on LinkedIn, maybe on Instagram, just to let my friends know, and also use it as a PR for my own channel to let people know about it, let them to give my feedback, and also I could improve at the same time. Yeah, so basically, you know all my goals for 2021. Please feel free to drop a message under any videos I uploaded next year. Just basically ask me, hey Lorraine, how are your goals going? And I'm pretty sure like, social accountability. So please do let me know if you already made your plan or not, and how will you stick to it, and what your plans are. I'll be really happy to know, and I'll be really excited to share like what stage I will be. And I guess that's today's video. I will see you next time. Bye!